I'm not sure how this works. I haven't recorded with my Dazzle in a while. But here we are. Sly 4. Thieves in Time. Yes, I want the full story. Well, let's watch the beginning cutscene. This is only the demo though, guys, so sorry if you expected more. Watch the beginning cutscene, then I'll explain why I'm doing this recording. I don't know why my audio is coming out so loud, but it just is. I guess because I'm happy. Watch it. Watch it.
I should probably just start at the beginning. The name I, Sly Cooper, and I'm a thief from a long line of thieves. In fact, thieving is the family business, and business was good. Although, until recently, I considered myself retired. Having hung up my mask and cane, I was enjoying life on the other side of the law. In the company of a certain lovely Interpol agent named Carmelita Fox. She and I had a history, which generally involved her trying to lock me up. So, I should mention our current situation was only possible because she thought I had amnesia. I didn't. It was great to finally enjoy each other's company without a shock pistol being involved, and we quickly put the past behind us. But as time went on, the old itch came back, and I knew I needed to pull a heist. I should also mention that as a master thief, I only steal from other thieves. So it took me a while, but I finally found what I was looking for. My target was an upstart art mogul, a real hotshot collector. He seemed respectable, had even opened a new museum. But I could smell a rat. Reliable sources told me he was dealing in black market antiques worth millions. So I felt he should share the wealth. I was working on a plan when one night, as if on cue, Bentley showed up. Bentley was the brains of our operation, the mastermind. We grew up in the same orphanage where we bonded over stealing cookies, our very first heist. And we've been best friends and partners ever since. We hadn't seen each other for a while, but I knew immediately that something was up. Bentley had been enjoying his time off too, building a new lab from scratch with his girlfriend and fellow tech whiz, Penelope. She had joined the team on our last caper, and the two of them had really hit it off. Apparently, they just finished work on a top-secret project when Penelope had simply vanished. Bentley was worried sick. He searched frantically but found nothing. Then, he noticed something that completely stunned him. In his spare time, Bentley had been researching the Thievius Raccoonus, the Master Thief's handbook passed down through the Cooper family for generations. Its pages overflowing with the exploits and secret techniques of my esteemed ancestors. Only now, those pages weren't so full. In fact, they were disappearing right before Bentley's eyes. Realizing there was no time to waste, he gathered his gear and raced off to Paris.
I don't get what the hat's gonna do for him.
The first thing Bentley did was track down Murray, the third in our trio. Murray was our enforcer, the muscle, and the guy who'd eaten all the cookies we stole back in our orphanage days. Through the years, the three of us had become an unbeatable team, and we were more like a family now than a gang. Murray had been living his dream on the pro driving circuit, where his van had become famous, or rather, infamous, for all the crashes he'd caused. Eventually, he was unable to find a sponsor due to his high insurance premiums, and he moved into Demolition Derby, where he remained undefeated. When Bentley showed up, however, Murray dropped everything to help out. Especially when Bentley explained that his van was the key to the whole plan. With Carmelita distracted by a new assignment, I took the opportunity to slip away and met up with the guys at our old Paris hideout. Bentley launched into one of his elaborate presentations, and I saw the whole scary picture. Someone or something was literally erasing Cooper history. Then, to our amazement, Bentley revealed that he already had the solution: time travel. It turns out his top secret project was constructing a time machine. And now he modified the design to fit into Murray's van. We were going to travel back in time, stop those responsible, and fix the damage they'd done. Bentley explained the only catch was that in order to travel to a particular time, the machine required an object from that era. We knew from the changes to the thieves raccoonus that our first stop was feudal Japan. So here we were, about to steal a priceless 17th century samurai dagger from the same museum I'd been casing. Funny how things work out sometimes.
Alright, there we go. So every now and then I turned off my microphone just to make it easier for cutscenes for you to hear it, because the heater is actually going off, and that sort of pisses me off that it does that whenever I decide to record. But yeah.
Okay, you both remember the plan, right?
Of course! My mind is like a steel cap!
That's trapped, big guy. And everybody relax. We've been over it 1,000,000 times. What could possibly go wrong?
Famous last words. Look, we're only gonna get one shot at this, so we can't mess up.
All right, no messing up allowed. Now stop worrying. This is gonna be a piece of cake. See you both inside. Now let's get going.
But yeah, so the only reason that I muted my microphone for those cutscenes is because they didn't have subtitles. This game, even in the shitty graphics that I have it in right now, with composite cables, looks amazing. Just the feel of the game is just all of it. I played the other 3 Sly games in the HD collections. The Sly collection, which I have sitting next to me on a shelf. But yeah, I played that game. So I enjoyed Sly Cooper. I enjoyed the first, the second, and the third was... Well, I enjoyed the first and the third. The second wasn't my favorite. Surprisingly, the first was my favorite. But yeah, so I've been wanting to do that for a while. But my PlayStation will only record composite, and I don't really feel like having 2 hours of footage in shitty graphics, so... The reason I decided to do this today, and just not care at all about... Can I invert my camera? Controls. Normal. Okay, back. Up to go up, down to go down, right to go right, left to go left. Okay. I'm not the most amazing at Sly games, and I'll admit Sly didn't play the biggest part in my childhood, but I am still a huge fan of the Sly Cooper series. But yeah, like I said, the reason I would explain the reason I was doing this recording, which is actually I didn't even realize Bentley was talking. Oh, there's no... Can I go game? Subtitles somewhere? Oh, subtitles are on. Brightness, can I turn... Not too bright. Just like there. Is the fact that shit's dark is always a problem for me. It looks super dark on my TV, but in the actual, on the computer it looks fine, so I won't worry about that. And right now it looks pretty good graphics on the computer, so, but it's not gonna end up being good graphics. It's gonna end up being shitty ass 360p, which I'm gonna render in 720 just to try and make it look good, but it doesn't really. Anyway, like I was saying, I am a fan of the Sly Cooper games, the Sly series. and I'm not like one of the biggest fans. And like I said, it didn't play the biggest part in my childhood. But yeah, I think a game that I would like to go back to and play that played a giant part in my childhood. Well, didn't really play a giant part in my childhood, but it played a pretty big part. And I think that game would be Super Mario Sunshine, because Mario Sunshine was one. Even though I never really beat the game, it was one of my favorite games as a child. So, of course, I still am a child. But yeah, Mario games were a big piece in my childhood, like young childhood. Sly Cooper, like I said, wasn't the most. I didn't really. Fuck. I didn't really do too much with Sly Cooper in my childhood. But like I said, I recently did get the Sly collection, which I've wanted to record for a while. But with the whole composite thing, like I said, I don't want to have 2 hours of gameplay and extremely shitty graphics. Because it looks fine on my TV, but once I render it, it doesn't look so fine no more. Which kind of sucks, but whatever.
You say something, Sly?
No. All good here, Bentley.
Okay. It looks like you're going to have to find another way up. Use that ledge to move around to the front of the museum and stay out of that security light.
I think I can handle that.
Think you can handle that, Sly? Do you think you can handle that?
Believe the security of this place. It's better be worth it.
I'm gonna go over here and show how much of the other games I played. What did I just get? Gas grenade? 200 coins? Oh, that worked. I meant to do the stealth attack, but whatever. I had 200 coins for gas grenade, eh? Sick. Fucking, I went right under that. Like I said, Sly didn't play the biggest part in my childhood, so I'm not the best at it. Oh, that guy's back there. Can I pick his pocket? Can I get another gas grenade? Okay. But yeah, so I'm not the best at Sly games. But they're still really fun to play, and I enjoy them, so. I've wanted to do the Sly collection for a while now. I played it, I just didn't record it because of the whole situation with the composite cables, component cables, and all that other stuff. Somebody's talking in there, but I have my TV really low, so I can't hear it. Grab the fucking pole! Never thought I'd have to say this, but after Monday, I'm going to be saying this in most videos. Sorry about the language. Like I mentioned it in a video that I made, actually, because people were complaining about my language. And then I mentioned in a video that I made that I've always talked like this, so I don't see why it's such a problem. But I guess after that video, I'm just, in most recordings, whenever I can remember it, I will say sorry for the language. I will apologize for my use of vulgar language, as some people put it, which is kind of upsetting. In all honesty, I mean, I've been doing this kind of thing for how long, and you guys only complain now that my parents do. Oh, hold on 1 second. AVG is trying to restart my computer. No, I don't want to go into options. AVG is trying to restart my computer, so I gotta pay close attention to that. Alright, let's put that key in there. Swiggle, swiggle. And the demo's not over yet. Sadly, I only get to play the introduction in the demo, though, which sucks.
Okay, Bentley, I'm in place.
Yes.
Let me know when you shut down the security.
But yeah, this has been one of those few games that I've been anticipating since it was announced. So that's pretty good. Like I said, I didn't get the Sly collections until recently, because I didn't really have much of an opinion on Sly Cooper, so
Man, this place is disgusting.
I like the feel of Bentley's chair in this one.
My mom should make short work of that.
The third game, it wasn't the best. Like the controls of it. I mean, this game, it's all smooth and shit. But then again, this is PS3. That was PS2. Couldn't really mess with the controls. I mean, it's a classic game. You're not gonna mess with the controls. You're just gonna move on with it and remake it in HD, right? But yeah, so that was one of the things that that was one of the reasons, sorry, that I didn't want to do it, because if I were to do it in composite, what would be the point of the HD part? What's the point of having the HD remake if I can just go get the first game, like the original? I could go get the original games and record on the PS2, and it'll look better than that. So that's one of the reasons I didn't record the Sly collection like I had wanted to. But yeah, I did play this demo for the first time yesterday, so I do know some of the stuff. Then again, I didn't really pay much attention to the cutscenes because I had seen the IGN live stream of this game, but I saw it on YouTube instead of like the actual live stream. Because if I had watched the live stream, I could have gotten the game early, like some people did. So I assume those playthroughs that you see on YouTube of people actually with the game, they got it in some way, and some of them might have been watching that IGN live stream. So yeah, I've just been babbling on about Sly. I haven't really said the reason I made this video. And if you thought the reason I made this video was the fact that I like Sly games, that sort of is it, because this game does make me happy to play. But right now I am extremely happy, as you may have been able to tell. I mean, I'm not usually this happy, but as you may have been able to tell, I am extremely happy today. And the reasoning for that is that my drama teacher had actually told me himself that I was going to fail the class. And then today, when I went in to hand my registration, when I went in to give my grade 11 registration, how did I fail that, damn it? Okay. Fine, I'll just walk up and do this. Goodbye. Alright, yeah. So today when I went in to hand in my grade 11 registration, I ran into him in the hallway. And he smiled at me and said, "You got your credit." So I'm pretty freaking happy, considering he made me pretty sure that I was gonna fail, because he told me in class that he's not 100% sure I'm gonna get the credit, and I was like, shit, what's that supposed to mean? But yeah, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, most people would think this is my second year in a row almost failing drama. Most people would think I wouldn't go for it again in grade 11, but guess what I'm taking in grade 11? Grade 11 drama. Don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I just want to get through this. Yesterday I did this no problem. So don't ruin it for me today. Just dodge. Dodge. Keep dodging. Keep dodging. Dodge and roll. Dodge and roll. Dodge and roll. Dodge and roll. Can I run? Run. 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 Key. Run. Okay. I'm good. Have a little sip of Coke. Coca-Cola. Sponsored. I haven't had a Coke in a while. Yesterday at this point I thought the demo was over because that long ass loading screen, but it's not. So, alright, Murray time. Murray is always on Bentley. Murray is actually one of my favorite characters in the Sly games. But I think Murray would be my least favorite. And I'm sorry to those of you who love Murray. But out of all the characters in the Sly games, Murray is my least favorite. Because, well, Sly is a fucking parkour guy. He's a parkour raccoon. How can you not love him? Everybody does that slide when you're sprinting and then you turn around last second. Everybody does that slide. I'm not sure if Sly does though, so I can't really say everybody. But Murray and Bentley do it. Why? How the hell? I slammed. Distraction. I need health. Yesterday I did 10 times better. That's usually the case with me. The second I start recording, I automatically am terrible at a game. Fuck you! Give me health. Yesterday, everything I hit gave me health. Today, nothing is giving me health. Oh my... One more fucking hit. Fuck you. Health. Oh my god, health. Yeah. But as you can probably tell, I'm not the best at the first Sly game, considering I'm getting hit by everything. And in the first Sly game, you get one hit and you're dead. Unless you have a horseshoe. And then there's that one boss fight that's like Parappa the Rapper. So. Alright. Have some more Coke. Hey look, people! I wonder what they want. They don't want to kill you or anything, Murray. They want to rape you. They're raping you. Rats are raping a hippo. I'm aware that you can hear my mashing. Just be astonished with how fast that was. Pretty good button masher, just my thumb isn't the best to mash buttons with. Usually my index finger is better. Like when I play Call of Duty. Actually, I might... Actually, I'm a little skeptical about that. I was gonna say I might record some Call of Duty while I'm at it. Considering, then that would probably get people to leave me alone about making a Call of Duty recording. Because after I did the Little Big Planet recording, some people were like, that looked horrible, but hey, that was PS3. You can record Call of Duty now. So, I could do that. I like that it gives me the option. It's like, do you want to steal it? Do you want to steal it? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's steal it. Put my calling card, and then, oh my god, I got caught. Alright, I forgot. No subtitles.
Hey, Carmelita.
Oh, there you go. Now we go.
Funny meeting you here.
You no good lying thief. I'm locking you up for good.
Sorry, gotta take a rain check. I'll call you.
Cooper!
Good evening, this is Sly Cooper. I'd like to request a ride.
You, Sly. Now
Alright, let's go. I like that I get to drive in this mission. At first I didn't know that I get to drive. I had no idea that I got to drive. And I just let it do everything by itself. And then I was wondering if I could move Sly. And when I tried, the van moved. So I was like, wait. I can drive, can't I? Air Murray!
Hey, Bentley, not to complain, but we're kind of trapped here.
Relax, Sly. Just put the dagger in the receptacle. Perfect. Isotopic decay calibrated. Adjusting fusion synthesis. Anytime you want to punch it, Murray.
Shall we make a Back to the Future reference? Punch it!
Got it, chum.
Do not slow down, Murray.
I never do.
Hey, look at that. Look at this Back to the Future shit. Phew. Where'd they go? Oh, they went back in time, didn't they? They're gonna have to go back to the future. Fucking AVG! Stop trying to
What
restart.
else can I say about Carmelita? As you can see, our relationship is complicated. And I just succeeded in upgrading it to hazardous. I certainly wasn't expecting her to crash the party. She'd been so busy with her latest case, I never thought she'd have her eye on me. In fact, I'd kind of been counting on it. But then, I should have known better than to underestimate Inspector Carmelita Fox. As much as she liked having fun, Carmelita was serious about her police work. And now, I had a lot of explaining to do. But the plan was
Worth with computers and Roxas.
now. Even though I was thinking I'd need the time machine just
Gotta
to
keep
patch
muting
things
my
up with
mic.
Carmelita. Before the heist, we'd recruited our disco-loving, scuba-diving friend, Dimitri Listeau, to look after the Thievius Raccoonus. Because it was irreplaceable and the only guide we had, it was far too risky to take the book through time with us. Bentley had even invented a communication device to allow us to contact Dimitri no matter where or when we traveled. It was a perfect situation, since it allowed him to update us on any changes to the book while limiting our exposure to his fashion critiques. Everything was happening so fast. The past few days were just a blur. But as we howled through the time vortex, I realized we were in for a very long trip.
And that is the end of Sly Cooper, the Thieves in Time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like or subscribe to That is my outro song. Thanks, Cakesters. Goodbye. Peace out.